Are you excited? Okay, so our next speaker is an amazing friend of mine. I've known her for a few years now, and I had an amazing opportunity of being on her show. And also she interviewed me, and I interviewed her for my show, Life Changes for Life. And for years now, we've just been communicating. And she's got an amazing book called Shining Beyond Cancer. But more importantly than that, that's not just her story. She's also a trainer. She's an entrepreneur. She's just an amazing family person in all, but very, very just an empowering woman. And she has decided that she wants to do more speaking. She wants to do more with her life, especially not just her story, but what she's actually done for the last few years. So she is here, all the way from Naples, here at Equus Financial. Let's bring her up. Lisa Dimond. Thank you for being here.
Hi, everybody. So I have a question for you. What's the feeling that you get when you hear the word excited? What do you feel?
Happiness. Elation.
Do you get goosebumps in your stomach? Right? Okay, good. Remember that feeling. So I'm going to give you a little bit of my backstory. Let's see. I'm going to give you the highlight video. So I'm going to start with 2000. I lost my father as well, Caroline. Our stories, girl, man. I was like, that's crazy. I lost my dad in 2000. He was diagnosed with lung cancer in January 2nd of 2000. He died April 17th. I also was flying back and forth to Colorado. And he was also my best friend, my superhero. It was really the first time that I had lost somebody that close to me, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I also didn't know that I had turned off my feelings. Way before my dad had died, I turned off my feelings. A year and a half later, my grandmother passed away. She was really the woman who raised me to be who I am today. And a year after that, my brother, 36 years of age, died of an accidental drug overdose. He had been clean and sober for 2 years. The year after that, I left my marriage of 13 years with 2 daughters. And just numb, couldn't feel a thing. But I kept the smile on my face. Everybody thought I was happy. I was still doing my thing, supporting everywhere I could, raising 2 amazing, beautiful daughters, without them even really knowing what was going on. And fast forward 10 years, I feel something weird in my breast, and I think it's my implant. I gave myself new boobs when I got divorced. It was my divorce gift to myself. Self-care, right? And so I thought it was encapsulated, and I made an appointment with my plastic surgeon. And on my way there, thinking, wow, I'm going to get these replaced. They have the new gummy ones now. This is going to be great. He says, that's not your implant. Emergency mammogram and ultrasound stat. That was at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At 8 a.m. I was in the office the next day. And at about 8:45, I was told, I'm sorry, I can't rule out cancer. And I was like, what? How can this happen? Like, I was getting new boobs yesterday. And I don't remember driving home that day. But I got home. I called a friend of mine who was a radiation oncologist, and I said, what do I do? Like, what's the next step? I go, this is really a bad time. Like, the timing couldn't be worse. I had just started a new business 2 months before that. It was my studio. It was opening a fitness studio. And he said, when would be a good time? And I said, I don't know, 90? Like, that might have been a better time. I might have had time then. And I still had hope. I had to get the diagnosis, but it came. I was angry. but I felt something. I was like, oh, okay, I'm starting to feel things again. And I felt something. And I will say, I say it all the time, I would not wish that upon anybody. I had a rare form of breast cancer. It was very aggressive. When I was diagnosed, it was 4.2 centimeters. When they took it out, 6 weeks later, it was 9. Wow. It had spread to my right breast in 4 weeks, and my lymph nodes. I did not ask to have a prognosis. I did not want to know because it didn't matter to me. I had already made the decision that I was going to live. And I found out later I had a 36% chance to be here today, even with treatment. So fast forward, I get through chemo, I get through radiation, everything's great. I also weighed 128 pounds, but that was my regular weight. But I never lost or gained an ounce while I was going through anything because I was doing a lot of alternative, holistic, and really engaging in self-care. David mentioned earlier, sometimes when you start to go through this personal growth stuff, people kind of leave your life. My 3 closest friends at that time left my life. What I realized was that I had been attracting, with my energy, narcissists, my ex-husband, my 3 closest friends. When I decided to take care of myself and put myself first, there was no room for that for them because they were always first. Huge lessons, huge lessons. So when you hear this stuff about challenges, stop and pay attention. Pay attention to what that challenge is trying to teach you because it's not for nothing. You're here for a reason. You didn't just magically drop down here one day by a pelican and just you're supposed to fumble through life. So really pay attention to whatever the challenge is that you're going through right now because there are great lessons in it. So fast forward, that was in 2013. I finished treatment January of 2014. January of 2015, I developed 3 infections back to back. First one was a cellulitis infection in the left side of my chest. The second one was shingles on the left side of my face. I was still on the medication for the shingles. I developed a high fever, 104.5. Ended up in the emergency room, couldn't find anything. I'm a cancer patient, right? So they look for everything. I went through every test, nothing. It was Super Bowl, I was having a party. I said, I gotta get out of here, I'm having a party. So they gave me Levaquin and sent me home. 3 days later, my fever is up almost to 105. Went to my primary care physician because it was during the week, and she pulled the file. They had done some cultures. She said, you need to go to the hospital now. You have E. coli infection. It's in your blood. So turns out it was also in the lining of my heart. I became septic. I almost died. I was in the hospital for almost a month. I was then on daily infusion. And listen, I'm going to tell you, there were 3 times I made deals with God. So I get through all of that. I'm on daily infusions then when I'm out of the hospital of antibiotics. Then I'm on oral antibiotics. And literally my body just started shutting down, organ by organ. I couldn't detox. My liver function was at 30%. But I kept going every day. But I was doing more and more work, peeling back all of the layers. And, it's a process. David talked about the process. Enjoy the process. Feel the process. And I can tell you where I'm at today. Next month I will be 8 years cancer-free. Woo! Thank you. I'm very proud of that. I will also tell you I have no fear about cancer. I have no fear whatsoever. I knew when I was diagnosed I wasn't going to die from it, and I've never had a doubt that I would ever get it back again. It's a mindset, and so is whatever your challenge is. It's a mindset. It's a choice. David interviewed me one time for his show, and he said, give me one word, and I said, it's choice.
Yes.
Even if it's a bad one, you get to make another one. You get to choose differently the next time. So, in December of 2020, I made a mind movie. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because we're going to do a little thing at the end here. I made a mind movie. It's a vision board, digital vision board. And then I went to a 7-day, week-long advanced meditation retreat. Okay, I started doing meditation and visualization when I was going through cancer and sound healing. I didn't know how to do it. Nobody taught me. I watched videos. I listened to people telling me to think about things, putting my mind in a different position, putting my mind in a different place, visualizing my healing, visualizing my life the way I wanted it to be, and feeling. And so in December, I made that mind movie. I went to my week-long retreat. My longest meditation was 4.5 hours, and when I came out of it, I was like, it's over already?
Wow.
Now, I am not a person, I couldn't even sit here for the thing. I had to go stand up for a minute because I'm not used to sitting down. And, I've learned a lot. It's been a process. But we have so much power up here in the mind that the mind doesn't know if something has already happened or it hasn't. Athletes do this all the time. They visualize their race. They visualize the game. They visualize the winning basket. And they get the same heart rate as if they were actually playing the game or they were running the race. So we have competitors in here, right?
Yeah.
Girls, visualize yourself up on that stage with that #1 prize.
Ooh, that's me.
Okay? Do it. Visualize it. It will happen.
Yes.
So since December, I made this mind movie, and I think Gary's going to help me with the last thing that was on it. Every single thing on there has come true since December. Every single thing. One of them was I visit the top 20 beaches in the world and I learned how to surf. In February, I went to Costa Rica to one of the top 20 beaches in the world and I learned how to surf. I'm 56 years old. Right? Never too old to learn a new trick. So don't ever give up on the dreams.
Yes.
The dreams are what makes it happen.
Amen.
So many crazy things. I'm speaking to you guys here. One of the things on that vision board was me on a stage speaking with no idea that this was going to happen. One was me on a catamaran, and I've got a picture of me in Costa Rica on a catamaran. So anything is possible. But I watched that mind movie every single night from the time I made it. Gary, I need your help on the last one. It's me on a yacht with a gorgeous guy.
We're doing a mastermind on a yacht.
I'm in.
Oh, wow. Let's put David on me.
The ultimate VIP
There-
experience mastermind is going to be on the yacht.
Awesome.
We're still working on the details on the dates.
I gotta get the key ready.
All right, so I have to create a new mind movie. I'm going to another advanced retreat next weekend. I'm making a new mind movie. It's fun. Life becomes fun when you have the ability to create your life the way you want it. You get to choose. Kelly, Dad doesn't get to choose. You get to choose. So make good choices. So we're going to do a little thing here. Some of you may have done this before. I'm going to ask everyone to close your eyes. Now I'm going to ask you to visualize yourself in your kitchen. It can be your kitchen. Guess what? It can be a kitchen in a gigantic mansion. It can be the kitchen in a little beach shack in Aruba. It can be wherever you want it to be, but you're in the kitchen. you've got a bowl of fruit on the counter. You've got a nice glass of cold water. I want you to go ahead and visualize yourself grabbing the lemon. Feel the texture of the lemon. Is it kind of rough? Is it smooth? The color of it, is it bright yellow? Now I want you to take the knife that's sitting beside the cutting board that's on your counter, and I want you to cut that lemon in half. We're cutting a slice of lemon to put in the water, but before you put that slice of lemon in the water, I want you to touch it with your tongue. And what does it taste like? Now go ahead and put the lemon in the water. Open your eyes. Did everybody's mouth water when they touched that lemon? Do you have a lemon?
Yes.
Right? That is the power of your mind. That is the power. You can create anything. Okay? I don't know where your house was. I don't know where your kitchen was, but they were all beautiful because I could see your smiles.
I just have to say this is so extraordinary. When I tasted my lemon, I started shaking.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Whole mouth was watering.
Yeah. So I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to share a couple of things with you. We talked about moments that define, or how you define your life. I've been waiting to answer what is in the blue sweater? Larissa, I've been waiting to answer. Girl, I've kept my mouth shut all day. So, cancer did not define my life. It gave me a better definition for my life. Okay? You don't need to define your life. It's expansive. It's unlimited. You are unlimited. There is no putting baby in the corner, right? So there are moments that are going to be defining. They're going to be turning points. They're going to be magical. They're going to be horrible. But you're going to find something deep down in your soul.
You know, it's interesting because in the visualization, I could see everything else but myself. And I'm just like, damn it, I can't see myself in this picture. You know, and it's so limiting. And I struggle so hard. You know, and I'm writing this down on my things to work on with David.
All right. Are you coming to the mastermind?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, we got more there. So, David asked me what I wanted to title this talk, and I said strength, courage, and grace. One of the toughest things I had to do when I was diagnosed was I had to tell my daughters. Now, these girls are my life. They were 15 and 18 at the time. One's in high school, one has just finished her first year of college. They're like, I want to see him graduate, right? I want to see one graduate college, one graduate high school. And I sat them down, and when I went through the divorce, we tagged ourselves the Three Musketeers. And I can still see myself, I can feel myself sitting on our lanai, and there was no way to sugarcoat it, and I've never sugarcoated anything for them because I wanted them to feel. I didn't want them to grow up not feeling like I did. And so I just said, there's no way to tell you this. I have cancer. I have breast cancer. And my oldest daughter, who's very dramatic, started immediately crying, which I knew she was going to because she cries if she breaks a nail. So it was okay. My 15-year-old looked me straight in the eye, and she said, are you going to die? And I said, no, not from this. I said, might be climbing a mountain, might be jumping out of an airplane, but I'm not dying from this. And my oldest daughter said, well, what are we going to do? And I said, we are going to get through this with strength, courage, and grace. Now I'm going to tell you, I have no idea where that came from because that's not what I was feeling inside. Inside, I wanted to bawl my eyes out. I wanted to hug the crap out of them. And I wanted to say, I have no fucking idea what we're going to do. Because that's how I really felt. But I had to be there for them. But they were the ones that gave me the strength to do that. So it was the title of the first article that I wrote about my journey. In my book, I say, without the weakness I felt. Keep remembering the word feel and felt. Without the weakness that I felt, I would not have known the depth of my own strength. Without the fear that I felt, I would not have known how much courage I am capable of. And without the ugliness of this disease, I may never have known how full of grace I am. You guys are all going to get a copy of my book. Signed. And then I'm going to read one last thing because people say, how'd you do it? I had inspiration. It was my daughters. I had so much more I wanted to do with them, share with them, teach them. I had always said that, I want to just create two humans that are going to elevate this planet in some way. They're going to be better than the people that were before us. And if we all just keep doing that, we all just keep doing the work, we all just keep peeling back the layers and raising our vibration.
Yes.
We raise the vibration of the person next to us, and it's a ripple effect. And then everybody gets a little bit higher consciousness. And that's my goal. And that's the impact that I want to make. What I do and who that stuff it's fun. But this is the impact. So, unbeknownst to me, my daughters were asked to write a letter for the book. It was a surprise. I did not know it until after it was published. To our beautiful mama, we can't believe we are here 5 years later, 5 years cancer-free. It has been one incredible journey filled with tears, laughs, and a whole lot of wine. You inspired us every step you took and every stride you made. Not only did you inspire us, but you also taught us what it means to be strong, caring individuals even when nothing was going your way. You made it look easy, but we know it was not. We truly did not know what strength looked like until we had a front row seat to this journey. You are our cheerleader, coach, therapist, home cook, nurse, and biggest supporter. They left out the laundry. It really bothered me. I get no credit for the laundry. How scary to lose all of that in one's life. But we didn't, and for that we are forever grateful. Your positivity was your most successful medicine, and many people can learn from that. Thank you for making us stronger women and showing us what it means to be better sisters, daughters, and friends. We can't wait to see you continue to shine your light beyond cancer and help many more along the way. We love you, Mom, more than you will ever know. And there will never be enough ways for us to show that. Thank you for all of the love that you have and continue to give every day. We are the luckiest girls in the world and hope to be half the woman that you are someday. Love you always, Veronica Olivia. That is my why. That is my why, because we never know what impact we're making until it really counts.
Yes.
They've never said those words to me. It's like, where's my underwear? So keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining and keep making a difference. Thank you very much.
Ask you, you see the correlation of what I speak about and what Carolyn and Lisa speak about? Okay? But see, none of it has to do with cancer, the disease. None of, when I talk about cancer, it's just, that was just my challenge. Lisa had multiple challenges. You're talking about divorce, you're talking about being a parent, you're talking about, it's like multiple things. So when I interviewed her, you guys can go on my YouTube, you'll see the full interview that I got a chance to do with her. And yeah, her word was choice. We have a choice. You have a choice every single day. You know, Carolyn talked about the grass. Stand on your own 2 feet.
Wow.
But most of us stand on everybody else's feet. When you're looking at somebody to try to be like somebody else, you're literally standing on their feet, not yours. Or their grass. Thank you for, and you don't ever have to worry, we can clean it up. But thank you. I want to thank you, Lisa, for giving us a gift of the book, right? She wanted to do that for you. Okay? So, and you can follow her, Shine Beyond Cancer. She has a nonprofit, she has a gym. She wanted me to go to Naples to do the seminar. Are we still doing that?
Yeah.
We're going to go to Naples. She has a whole group of women. You guys can come with us. But what's interesting about it is that, yeah, it was a last second thing. It was like a week ago or something that we talked about it. And yeah, she's like, I'll be there. I'll drive from Naples. I'll be there. Carolyn said yes. You know, and I was like, I wasn't planning on having other speakers. I was just having the 2 sessions, which is a lot already. But these 2 women, when you talk about be excited through your challenges, right?
Yeah.
It defines it, right? But again, remember, it's not about her cancer, my cancer. It wasn't about the death specifically. Remember, those things lead us to where we're supposed to do. Okay? So I hope you understand. I hope that makes sense, okay?
Deal with God was when I was in the hospital septic with the E. coli infection and the pericarditis. I wanted to die.
Wow.
I wanted to die. I was like, are you kidding me? All right. Like, I just went through all that, shined right through it. That's why I named my book, Shine Beyond Cancer. I went right through it, and now this. And so in the middle of the night, I said, if I have a purpose that is a greater purpose than what I think it is right now, then let me wake up in the morning. And if it isn't, if I've done everything I'm supposed to do, then take me tonight.
Oh, wow.
I woke up the next morning and I was like, all right, get out of here. Like, I got stuff to do now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you,
Big round of
guys.
applause for Lisa Dimond.